Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
TVT Daily, the lowdown on Sunset Boulevard with Jamie Lloyd. Jamie Lloyd, director of the radical reworking of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard, joins us today to dish out the details behind this Tony Award-nominated musical. I had been listening to Sunset Boulevard for a while before approaching it as a director. It was one of the shows that we'd done at the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre in London, and I really enjoyed working with the team on that production. Andrew Lloyd Webber's works are intrinsically linked to our popular culture, so when the pandemic hit, I thought, why not do another of his shows? Sunset seemed like an obvious choice, particularly because it was a dream of seeing this big white screen covered in blood, and realized that Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls would be perfect for Norma Desmond. I reached out to her, but she wasn't flattered by the proposal at first. She said, "You want me to play this old has-been?" And I said, just read the lyrics, try to forget what you know about the show and anyone who's played the role in the past, and just imagine that it's a brand new show, and she fell in love with the music and fell in love with the words. Sunset BLVD has been nominated for 7 Tony Awards, including one for its direction, one each for its 2 stars Nicole Scherzinger and Tom Francis, and one for Best Musical Revival. I think of each production as being pretty different. I mean, there are similarities, but certainly a very intentional line that threads between each production. So you know there's a process that is emerging and a particular way of working. So, it's about getting to the center of each play or musical and trying to sort of clear away the baggage of the performers, history of what's gone before. Rather than just doing a revival that's a kind of version of the previous one, it's almost starting off with the aspiration of, let's press reset on this. Let's see it as if it's a new piece of work, and what would we do if we were creating this from scratch today? To tell the story and chart the emotional and psychological journey as clearly and dynamically as possible, you don't need very much at all. You just need really amazing actors and really amazing design collaborators. But it's not that there's no information there. It's just that they're taking away the literal, physical information, but actually are a lot of very clear intentional decisions being made. I do think that my description of minimalism is accurate, but we like to think of it as maximalist minimalism. So much information going on, content has been thought through. That's not about taking everything away. It's just being selective with what you do remove. Sunset Boulevard will have a very different energy from our upcoming production of Evita at the London Palladium. The show is like Eva Peron does Coachella, with wall-to-wall dance and an incredible score that Rachel Zegler and Diego Rodriguez are already performing to perfection. But yes, there is a desire to ask the audience to really, radically listen, to become co-authors in the experience and engage with the material in a way that's not literal. There are lots of surprises. The show has a very different energy because it's trying to get to the essence of this particular show. It's trying to get to kind of the fever dream, allowing it to feel like a gig, explosive, almost like a concert. You can kind of jump cut, cinematically from one to the next. So it's like allowing it to feel like a fever dream, capturing the atmosphere of both my experiences going to Buenos Aires and going to Buenos Aires football games. The music itself has changed in some ways, but it's still that early concept album, pretty rock and roll. We're just tinkering with the orchestrations now. The plans for Evita are to get it open in the London Palladium first, but I love working in New York, so let's see what happens. But one thing is for sure, my upcoming production of Waiting for Godot at Broadway with Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter will be happening. It was Keanu's idea that woke him up and said, "You me, Godot." They got hold of me over 2 years ago now, and this pairing feels absolutely perfect to me. Keanu and Alex have been friends for decades, so I thought their friendship would come for free. You can't really teach that kind of connection. Watching them actually start to talk like the characters is fascinating. They bounce off each other, there's a shared sense of humor. One last question, at the end of Sunset, when Nicole comes out with blood all over her face. It was inspired by Salome and what she would do. Maybe there's a clue in that.